Cat Black here. The left is wrong about crime. So what else is new? This isn't a partisan assault. I'm neither left nor right, but I am black. And my definition of black does not include young boys being gunned down in their high school uniforms, nor a sister who came here from war-torn Chicago only to be gunned down by stray fire on world-famous Bourbon Street. It also doesn't include non-black people in our majority black city, like the chef who was murdered in a carjacking while trying to pick up his child from the daycare. The common theme with these tragic events is that the leftists who run the city would tell me, for 19 years of advocacy here, that their policies, which either do not arrest or, if arrested, undercharge, and if charged, under-prosecuted, somehow make me and the rest of our captives safer. This is what black people get in blue cities, and this is what non-black people get in blue cities also. And I'm not saying that the red or Republican version is somehow better, but I do know that this stuff here isn't working. You know, we've got entirely too many people with records as long as world-famous Canal Street for inflicting physical harm upon other people. But the leftists who control things here would tell us that we don't want to engage in mass incarceration. And then they invoke images of legitimate state-sanctioned terror and injustice from this Jim Crow era to validate these illegitimate policies. We had a carjacking renaissance a few years ago where juveniles who have stolen as many vehicles as it takes to create a fair-sized car lot were not being arrested, were not being tried as adults, and were stealing cars upon cars upon cars until eventually people were getting hurt. And in the case of the Linda Fricky tragedy, one poor woman was dragged to her death and her arm severed from her body during a carjacking by politically enabled traitors. That's not my idea of safety. And the incoming mayor, with her record of, quote, anti-safety policies, caused me to warn people that you had better arm yourself with whatever defensive device you can legally, competently, and comfortably carry. Because if the past is any future indicator of future performance, as mayor, she will be ordering NOPD to continue, or worse, to exacerbate not accurately charging people, meaning that individuals whose every waking moment is spent harming people will have even more opportunity to harm people once she lands in the mayor's office. And again, that's not my idea of safety. I don't think it's your idea of safety either. But in blue cities, this is the definition that reigns.